Hello everyone, and welcome. In today's video, we'll talk about a very important topic for foreigners who wish to work legally in Türkiye: how to obtain a work permit, what types of permits exist, and what documents and procedures are involved in the application process. Let's get started. What is a work permit? A work permit is a legal document issued by the Ministry of Labour and Social Security of the Republic of Türkiye. It grants foreign nationals the right to work and reside in Türkiye. Please note, it is strictly prohibited for foreigners to work in Türkiye without a valid work permit. Violations are subject to serious penalties. What are the types of work permits in Türkiye? There are three main types of work permits. First one is temporary work permit. A first-time applicant can receive a work permit valid for up to 1 year. It allows the foreigner to work in a specific position at a specific workplace owned by a legal entity, an individual, or a public institution, provided that the duration of the employment contract is not exceeded. Second is permanent work permit. Foreigners who have a long-term residence permit or have held a legal work permit for at least 8 years may apply for a permanent work permit. However, meeting these requirements does not automatically guarantee approval. Foreigners with permanent work permits benefit from the same rights as Turkish citizens, with the exception of rights specifically regulated by special laws, while maintaining their acquired social security rights. Third, independent work permit. Granted to foreigners engaged in professional activities, for a limited time, and subject to special conditions provided by law. When evaluating independent work permit applications, the Ministry considers criteria such as the applicant's education, professional experience, contribution to science and technology, impact of investment on employment and the national economy, the foreigner's shareholding ratio, if any, and other elements aligned with Turkey's international labor policy. How to apply for a work permit? Applications can be submitted either from within Türkiye or from abroad, and the procedures differ depending on where the application is made. Applications within Türkiye. Unless otherwise exempted by the Directorate General of International Labour Force, a foreigner applying from within Türkiye must hold a residence permit valid for at least 6 months. The application must be submitted by the employer, not the employee. What are the required documents? Employment contract signed by both the employer and the foreign employee. A copy of the foreigner's passport. Note: according to Article 23 of Law No. 6458, work permits are granted no earlier than 60 days before the passport expiry date. A notarized or sworn translation of the diploma or temporary graduation certificate. Diplomas are not mandatory for domestic workers. A declaration of the most recently completed school is sufficient. A copy of the Turkish Trade Registry Gazette showing the latest capital and partnership structure of the company. The company's most recent balance sheet and profit-loss statement approved by the tax office or a certified public accountant. Extension of work permit. Extensions must be submitted at most 60 days before the permit expires, and definitely before the expiration date. Late submissions are automatically rejected. If approved, the extended work permit is valid for up to 2 years for the first extension, and up to 3 years for further extensions, under the same employer. During the evaluation process, and for a maximum of 90 days, the foreigner may continue working under the same conditions, provided that the job and workplace remain unchanged. Once approved, the new permit becomes effective the day after the previous one expires. What is application review time? If all documents are complete and the application is correctly submitted, the Ministry reviews the file within 30 days. This period begins either from the date of submission through the online system or from the date additional documents are uploaded if requested. We hope that the information we share for general information purposes will be useful. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.